Given his recent changes, are you opposed to the Kraken? Alright. I'll try to be a bit merciful.
Also, I like that I can hear some of your chat, but do be aware that all chat is on, so I think that they can hear, the monster can hear you from time to time, because I don't know if you pushed the wrong button, or if it's the same button or not.
I will tell you, the only person I ever heard talking was MMO.
Well, okay. Because, like, I'm all of a sudden, he's like, hey, I have my domes back up, and I'm like, I wonder if he's just saying that to confuse Karma and actually is lying because it's not up.
That'd be fun.
Meta. Hey, Meridian, welcome to the channel. Benjamin, yeah, you should be able to get in coaching with Cal. Right now, I don't have any disqualifiers or anything like that. So far, everyone's been really respectful of each other. So after this game, I'm going to take a quick break, and we are going to go ahead and hop into the TRS channel, cheering them on. I feel that we're going to be using the phrase, beware the children of the herd, or beware the children of the herd, QQ. Maybe that's what it is. Let me go ahead and change that real quick. Maybe that. I don't know. What do you guys think? But we're all going to copy-paste it. I'm going to take a quick break. We're all going to go to Turtle Rock Studios. We're all going to basically cheer them on because they are doing a 16-hour marathon for a charity, for a good purpose, to help support the troops. And so I would like to go ahead and give them some liquid courage and encouragement. I do know that after just recently doing my 24-hour stream, anything that the chat can do to help keep the game going is immensely fantastic. So we'll probably hop in there, do a little bit of spamming, say hi to everyone. Then we're going to come back and we're going to actually start selecting people from my chat room. I'm going to say goodbye to my Ta friends here and wish them a well. They're also streaming. There's a lot of marathon streamings going on this weekend, actually. So I do appreciate everyone that does that, and you know, kudos for keeping up with it. So if you are here in chat, let me know what phrase you like. So beware the children of the herd is probably my favorite. And so we'll probably all time that at the exact same time. I'll count it down on my Twitch, and then we'll all go there and type it in at the same time. So once again, same map. Interesting, he is putting up some tracks. Looks like he's going to be sneaking one way. And again, look at this. I love Karma. He, like I said, he really changes it up every time. Most of the other times he left no footprints the first time, left some this way but going that way, and the third time left a juke trail. Again, I really like monsters that kind of do this mentality where they don't play the same way every single time. I think it's very, very underrated, and a lot of people don't do it nearly as much as I would like to see, especially in high-level competitive play. So he is going to try and... Nope, I'm glad that he didn't stop. Oh, and it looks like he got spotted right off the bat. I think that he might have gotten spotted, but with his tail just going this way. So unfortunate for Karma. And the monster heard that. Getting a little bit of food. Should be able to go ahead and get domed. I do like that the trapper's heading the monster off. Okay, so monster going through the caves, seeing a break, seeing Vita by himself, herself, itself, I'm not too sure, and looks like he's going to be able to get away. Might go after, nope, there we go, that gets picked up. Couple of mines going this way. I like the placement of that one. This one's kind of a little bit more in the open. It's not really likely to do anything. So once again, they're... Oh, and they have Cabot this time. So I would like to see a Cabot dust pretty soon. I'm going to go ahead and hide this. So with the monster at full armor, I probably wouldn't shoot until your team's a little bit closer. There's no reason to give it the extra ability to move far. And here we go. Oh, and that Dune Beetle. Once again, hunters are enjoying wildlife being hostile. Oh, and that Dune Beetle, haha, keeps them off the last bite. Once again... The wildlife is doing a great job of protecting Shear on the side of the hunters. Okay, here goes the dome. Fantastic harpoon. Monster at 3/4 of armor, getting chipped away very, very quickly. Fantastic job. MMO outside of the dome, about to pop in. Kyra able to heal, and Cabot going to be doing much damage. So Markov coming in with the lightning rifle. I do like that they still put mines down. Just because the mines kind of get blown up from time to time, it's not an excuse not to put them down, especially when you don't have sight of the monster. I would like to see Markov with the assault rifle at all times. There's no reason not to. And Cabot could probably easily be sitting up here, shooting the monster and not having to move. Markov is the only one that needs to move around, and Karma doing a good job of separating the two. You know, working this pillar. So I feel like all three people in one area just doing a lot of damage while the assault tries to get into position. So Cabot doing a great job. Probably should not be using the damage amp until the assault is in play. The dome will be going down very shortly. They might be able to do a little bit of chip damage. I would like to see Meldity with his harpoons. With the recent changes, the harpoons do, in fact, drag the monster down out of the air. And unfortunately, that harpoon miss. And a second miss, unfortunately. Megamouth getting aggressive after Kraken once again. Oh, taking out the sound spike over here. So no sound spikes on the map. Monsters or hunters heading the monster off. I do like that the trapper is trying to cut off as much as he can. Should be popping out of the cave any moment now. They see where the monster is. Monster probably going to juke backwards. But MMO separated. I feel like that vortex probably could have blown off one of the medics, or blown off the medic down this way, and you probably could have tumbled and shot her to death. Possibly. So monster not quite ready to evolve. The team doing a good job keeping up on the monster. Might be able to get a second dome. And it looks like that Cabot patch missed. But the harpoon connects. Vortex going backwards. Another miss by Griffin. Nice try for the lightning strike, but unfortunate miss. And it looks like that the Kraken's going to get away. I hope that they don't shoot the monster. He's got full armor, ready to evolve. Not that they know that he's ready to evolve, but they should expect that pretty soon. So I would save all that so that the monster doesn't get his stamina regeneration. And it looks like the Kraken's going to his usual hidey hole. But again, it is Karma, so he might actually go ahead and evolve down here somewhere. Okay, so it does look like that he is going to hide somewhere around here. He might be spotted by these two in just a second. Does not look like it. So he's going all the way. Okay, it's his hidey hole from before. He was hiding here as the Wraith and they didn't find him. So MMO, that is the closest one, might be able to go ahead and find him. There's the evolution. Should know where it is. I do like that they know the rough general area. And right now, I'd probably be shooting fire grenades while I fall. There's no reason not to, and you might be able to do off a little bit of damage and at least see its armor. So 3 lightning, 3 vortex. Dodge, or didn't dodge the lightning, but is not going to get hit. Cabot doing pressure on Karma, and here comes the dome. The dome goes down, no armor. This should be a lot of permanent damage, but the monster is feeding. I would like to see the group be a little bit more aggressive. I feel that a lot of monsters get away with too much eating in domes, and it's just because the team's kind of not being aggressive enough. So right now, Trapper kind of getting focused. This is a perfect time for both Cabot and Markov to do amazing damage. And there we go, Kraken getting permanent health damage now, trying to split up the team, trying to drain down the dome. There goes a Void, but Meldity, really, really low health. Needs to be very, very careful. The dome might be going down. They're all really, really grouped up. They really need to be careful with that. So right now, I'd love to see like Cabot over here, because you can shoot the monster here, here, and through the wall. And then have the assault chase. So again, right now, there's just so much eating happening. There was no reason for the hunters to kind of group together for that. I feel that that was a mistake. The assault should never be hiding behind. Like, he should always be in the monster's face. So here it goes, depleting all the armor. The armor about to go down, but so does the dome. The Kraken taking maybe half a bar of health. And I feel that that was a golden opportunity. Just so much food. I think he probably ate close to 6 or 7 bars with their food in there pretty easily, just because they weren't doing the pressure that they should have been. Really good job on Karma for eating in there, but I feel that a better organized team probably would have been aggressive enough to not allow that to have happened. I did like the Cabot exchange. The Cabot was doing the damage amp at more appropriate times. But I would have liked to have seen Cabot perched somewhere and just shooting and then damage amping from time to time. I feel that a lot of the time they're spent repositioning a little more than they need to be. You know, Kyra just stands on a thing and heals grenades. Sound just stands on a platform and shoots the monster. And then the Assault and Trapper are the ones that are kind of moving around. And then just readjust accordingly if they need to. But for the most part, you don't need to move too much in a dome for the most part, especially if you're all split up. Here comes the next dome, full armor. The monster trying to engage in a very strong monster area. Here comes those mega mouths. This is a very hostile wildlife. Like I said, very, very not friendly towards the hunters. Sound taking a little bit of damage. Meldity taking damage, about to go down. The lightning strike might kill him. Just barely. There's Kyra doing as much as possibly can. Ooh, that vortex knocks him out. Dome is down in and look, not very punished. So right now, Kraken doing an easy job of getting a strike, doing a bunch of damage, and once again, everyone's all grouped up. Needs to be very, very careful. Also, with Kyra on the team, there's no real reason somebody should go and pick somebody up. She should just be using a couple of grenades, and everyone else should just be punishing the monster. That's the great advantage of having Kyra. She'll get people up fine on her own, if not faster, and then you're never going to get hit by hurting because a monster hitting a downed player and a player helping the downed player is just extra damage that doesn't need to happen. So one strike still could be either people's games, but right now Karma in a very commanding lead. Okay, so here comes the monster. Looks like he's going to try and juke behind. Gets only... Oh, he might be able to go and get one or two more bites. There's a couple of civilians up on this little platform here. Doesn't look like he's actually going to go. Looks like he's just going to kind of run. I feel like he probably could have snuck, ate a bite or two, and if there's no carrions, evolve right up there. Ooh, might get hit by a mine. Gets dusted, so the hunters might be able to go ahead and make something work from this. Kraken once again going to this area. A lot of dead wildlife here. There should be plenty of food for him to eat here. He might try and make another engagement here. He knows that the hunters were not doing a great job before, and it looks like he might actually be purposely getting, yeah, I think he's just trying to purposely get domes here again, knowing that it's a very good opportune area for it. And this is a tactic I use. I always just startle birds, pretending like I'm being careless or whatnot. But right now he's baiting the hunters into an area. Here comes Meldity by himself, avoids the vortex, hit by the, oh wow, missed. That lightning strike should have hit. I'm not sure why it didn't. And there we go. Get that punishing going. But it looks like it's just going to be a free strike on Meldity. Everyone grouped up. Look at that. That lightning strike is going to hit 2 people maybe. Oh, hits nobody. But look at that. Way too spread up. All of the damage is going towards multiple people, and that's exactly not what you don't want to do against a Kraken. Armor at half with the Kraken. Kyra doing a great job of healing. But look at that. Everyone's just taking so much extra damage because they're all clumped up. I would like to see the hunters spread out better, and there goes the pounce. The Meldity should be going down, and there goes Meldity. Second strike. Karma should be going away, realizing that, oh, and the nice harpoon. Keeps the monster down. Might be able to do a little bit of chip damage, but it looks like too little too late. So Karma doing a good job, doing multiple damage, but I feel that the Ta hunters are just slightly off tonight. They seem to be grouped up a lot, and they took a lot of extra unneeded damage. Having Kyra, and then interestingly enough, there are valid practices where everyone groups up and Tyra just kind of thinks strict. Oh, and Meldity might be going down here, and not enough pressure from the hunters to deter the Kraken from going in for an extra strike. So the Kraken won't have to worry about getting domed anymore, and has basically the rest of the game to work with on getting strikes here and there. So Kraken is ready to evolve without being domed. he might go ahead, and with this team, at best, you're going to have a damage amp Markov or just Markov and Cabot doing damage. He might just evolve right nearby because there isn't really too much pressure, and that will force all the hunters to be near him, and he can kill them really fast and prevent them from getting up defenses out over there. But it looks like that Karma is not. Looks like he's still trying to poke and prod, trying to do what he can about creating an opening and a time window. So Kraken going to this location up here for the evolution. And it looks like the rest of the hunters are just kind of bailing it. Looks like that they might be going to the relay. So they're realizing that they're not going to get to him in time, so they're going to start setting up defenses. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, against a Kraken, these pillars are not spectacular. And there we go with that Aftershock, the crazy Aftershock that is way good right now. So I do like putting an Arc Mine here, not necessarily there, because you can still walk around it. I feel like Arc Mine placement is one of those skills that kind of well, I'll probably go over Arc Mine placements one of these days, just because I feel a lot of people just kind of throw them wherever. So right here on this bridge is actually a decent spot for them because it's very narrow. The monster can fly and hit them by accident, especially against a Kraken. And against a Kraken, there's very few times, unless I see the monster with Banshee Mines, there's almost never any reason I wouldn't have my machine gun out. And I do like that he does have his assault rifle out, so that's very good. So it looks like that the monster is not dusted, but it is taking a little bit of damage. I would have liked to have seen at least 3 bars of armor gone from that assault, from that approach. Getting free headshot damage from Cabot and Markov should easily have put him around 3/4 to half armor. So a little bit of long-distance marksmanship training might be. And here we go again. It looks like Melody might be AFK. I'm not too sure. It looks like he's just standing there. Yeah, it looks like Melody is AFK. Going to start the dropshot timer. And here comes the Aftershock. Aftershock hits Sound. Sound is going to get blown away, and the Lightning Strike should kill him off. There we go. Now Kyra's probably going to be his next target. No, Kyra is not. There we go. Kyra is being targeted. So not very much pressure. So right now the monster finally out of armor, but everybody's down except for the assault, doing really, really good job of just picking off targets one at a time. Doesn't have very much of a worry because he is doing so much damage, and right now he's got so much health that like doesn't go. And there we go for the pounce for the finish.
GG. GG.
GG. If you could back us out, because I'm actually going to be hopping off, going to my next stuff, and we're going to go ahead and raid TRS and Justice Senket. But I can go ahead and do my diatribe after in the lobby. Pretty much.
I'll just send it.
Okay, so Karma, again, I always like watching your monster play because it's always different. It's never the same route, never the same, you know, you're always doing things differently. I think that when they were falling out, though, I think Melody actually just saw you barely go into the canyon. So you had an interesting juke setup, and I really like that. But because, like, you didn't go loud before, and so this time you did set up loud footprints. Again, really, I like your variations. You're doing a really, really good job with them. Not too much to talk about. Your feeding was good. Your combats were good. You were eating a lot in the dome. I feel that the hunters could have been punishing you more. So when you first came out, I think you got like 6 bars worth of armor in that dome towards the back end. And I feel that if they were just a bit more aggressive and not grouped up, the hunters in general were just kind of grouped up in general. And so a lot of your vortexes, a lot of your lightning strikes were hitting multiple people. And it was very, very hard for Kyra to start keeping up, especially once the strikes started happening on Melody towards the end. And so I feel that because there wasn't much pressure, you were able to eat in the dome, and I think that made a big difference, because if you didn't have that, you might have lost, maybe a quarter to half of your permanent health at that point, and now that actually puts the pressure on you, and so that way you don't have to worry about nonchalantly just kind of worrying, because if you don't put pressure on the opposing team, it's very hard for them to make mistakes, and it's hard to capitalize on them. But that being said, Meldity, I do like that you are doing a really good job with your harpoons. Your shooting was really good. Cabot, I feel that your damage amp with the first dome was a little off, because the assault was I think he spent half the time running around that pillar. Carmen was doing a fantastic job keeping away from him, and so if the assault's not able to do the Cabot damage amp, I'm not sure if you call it out or if the assault does. I like it when the assault calls it out, because they're usually more aware of when the best time to use it is, but I feel like you probably could have just done better with your railgun out, just because the assault was just behind that pillar for a long period of time.
He was somehow keep his elevation way up higher than usual using that pillar, even though he's not able to sit on it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think Marco could really good jack shit out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And I wasn't really not saying against Markov. I was more just with the damage amp. But the second dome, you were doing a lot better, because you were getting to those positions where you were able to burst him down. However, once the I think it was the medic that went down, or I can't remember, but for some reason, all four of you were kind of really grouped together, and the monster was just kind of eating on the other side of the pillar for free. And I'm not too sure why. If you were just hesitant about waiting for the full regroup, but I feel that if Cabot was on the other side of the bank, you could shoot the monster behind the pillar, to the right, to the left, anywhere, and so you could have been denying him food the whole time, and then the rest of the team just kind of flushes him around and does the normal things that the hunters do. But no, really good games. I really do enjoy them, and so I'm going to go ahead, hop to my channel, and then get some more teams set up. But thanks for the join, and it was cool seeing you guys again. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Yeah, thanks for everything, man. I really do wish I could go to more of those things. It's just the schedule is a bit weird, so.
No worries, and for what it's worth, I might be changing my coaching with Cal to Wednesdays, but I'm not 100% sure about that just yet.